dark secrets, twisted alliances, and the relentless fight for survival. Welcome to the world of Silo. In today's deep dive, we're breaking down the latest twists, unraveling hidden truths, and explaining the jaw-dropping ending of Episode 5, Season 2. Think you've pieced it all together? Think again. Let's uncover what's really going on beneath the surface of Silo 18 and what it means for the future. Chaos reigns supreme in Silo 18. Bernard's iron grip is slipping, and rebellion is brewing in every corner. Meanwhile, Juliet's journey through the desolate Silo 17 takes a darker turn as long-buried secrets resurface. With tensions escalating and alliances crumbling, the stakes have never been higher. But what does it all mean for our favorite characters and the interconnected mysteries of the silos? Let's dive in. To understand the chaos, we need to revisit the events that brought us here. Bernard has positioned himself as a figure of authority, but his rule rests on a fragile foundation of manipulation and fear. Each crack in that facade reveals the vulnerability of a man desperately clinging to power in a world spiraling out of his control. Juliet's journey mirrors the silo itself, layers upon layers of hidden truths demanding to be uncovered. Let's start with Bernard, who is at the center of this episode's power struggle. And wow, is he ruthless. After orchestrating Judge Meadows' impeachment and untimely demise, Bernard promotes Robert Sims to judge. On the surface, it seems like a reward, but in reality, it's a calculated move to keep Sims under his thumb. Sims knows too much, and Bernard cannot afford loose ends. This is classic keep your enemies closer strategy. Bernard's methods highlight the dark themes of leadership in the silos. He uses psychological warfare, secrecy, and fear to maintain control. The parallels between his character and real-world historical autocrats offer a fascinating reflection on power dynamics. These complexities make Bernard both a compelling antagonist and a tragic figure. His obsession with George Wilkins' hard drive hints at something far more sinister. The recovered maps and cryptic codes aren't just throwaway details. They could be the key to understanding the silo's true purpose. The tunnels leading to other silos and mysterious power lines bypassing Mechanical's generator suggest a hidden network connecting these isolated worlds. Is Bernard hiding a bigger truth, or is he in over his head? The tension is palpable, and Bernard's fear of Juliet's growing influence only adds to the drama. Could his fear stem from what Juliet represents, not just a symbol of rebellion, but a threat to the silo's status quo? If the maps hint at interconnected silos, what happens when one person or idea breaks free? Is Bernard guarding a secret that could collapse the entire system? Consider how this ties into the mythology of the silos. If each silo is part of a larger design, does Bernard fear exposing something beyond human comprehension? The psychological strain he faces may reflect an inner conflict, preserve order at all costs, or risk the collapse of everything he's built. Meanwhile, Juliet's arc in Silo 17 is as emotional as it is mysterious. Her partnership with Solo, whose real name is revealed as Cole Myers, or perhaps Jimmy Parker, if you're familiar with the books, adds depth to the story. Solo's revelations about the silo's independent power source and the history of Silo 17's downfall set the stage for major discoveries. Juliet's physical and emotional struggles embody her resilience. The flooded levels she navigates mirror the overwhelming challenges she faces. Solo's knowledge of the silo's history becomes an anchor, but it also raises questions about how much more remains undiscovered. She can truly trust him, exploring their dynamic offers an opportunity to connect their survival instincts with the broader theme of humanity's adaptability. But let's talk about that infection. Juliet's injury, which has been festering since her fall in Silo 18, is a ticking time bomb. This moment highlights the raw physical toll of surviving in such a brutal world. While it may seem like a simple obstacle, her weakened state forces her to rely on Solo, complicating their already fragile trust. Speaking of trust, how about Solo's backstory? From the painting of Tiny to the realization that Solo might have taken on his father's identity, we are diving into a psychological labyrinth. Solo's trauma and isolation have shaped him into a character who is both a tragic figure and a potential liability. But here's the twist. His knowledge of the silo's hidden systems might make him Juliet's most valuable ally. How Solo copes with his haunting past and fractured psyche could be key to unlocking the mystery of the silos. Delving further into his history and connecting it to Juliet's experiences adds emotional depth to their partnership. Back in Silo 18, moral dilemmas take center stage. Paul's struggle as a pact enforcer, hiding his syndrome, adds complexity to his character. As he aligns with Hank to uncover the truth about Kennedy, their discovery of Kennedy bleeding out and betrayed reveals the depths of Robert Sims' manipulation. Paul and Hank are uniquely positioned to challenge the silo's rigid hierarchy, expanding on their internal conflicts, what they risk, what drives them, and how their choices reflect larger societal issues, fleshes out their storylines. Now, here's the fascinating part: Paul's growing disillusionment with the pact and judicial. Could he be the next to defect, following in the footsteps of Juliet and Marnes? His sarcastic response to Bernard's orders suggests he's teetering on the edge. What would it take for Paul to fully break away from the system? Expanding on the moral dilemmas he faces could provide viewers with a stronger emotional connection to his plight. Let's pivot to the bigger picture. The maps and tunnels revealed in this episode raise massive questions. Are these silos part of a larger experiment? Is there a central authority controlling everything from Silo 1? Bernard's coded calls and Lucas's discovery of external power lines hint at a sprawling network. Dive deeper into what the interconnected silos mean. Are they designed for humanity's survival or as a means of control? Could this be leading us to a showdown between Mechanical's rebellion and Bernard's hidden agenda? And what about Juliet? If she uncovers the truth behind the silos' connection, what does that mean for the people trapped within them? These questions are at the heart of the series, and every episode edges us closer to answers or more mysteries. Finally, that heart-stopping ending, Juliet collapsing after finding the helmet, is the culmination of her physical and emotional ordeal. While she'll likely recover, this moment underscores the fragility of hope in a broken world. Solo's care, or lack thereof, could determine her fate, but it's her resilience that will ultimately drive her forward. Here's a bold prediction: Juliet will use her newfound trust in Solo and his knowledge to uncover a path back to Silo 18. But when she returns, she won't just be a fugitive, she'll be a revolutionary. And Bernard? He's running out of moves in a game spiraling out of his control. What do you think about Solo's true identity? Are the tunnels the key to escaping the silos? Or do they hide an even darker secret? Drop your theories in the comments. If you're as obsessed with Silo as we are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Together, we'll uncover every secret lurking in the shadows. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and as always, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you're new to our channel, subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss our latest videos.